Jailed leaders, failed coups, and game-changing inventions, April 11th, was no ordinary day today in history, a date brimming with dramatic power grabs, cosmic leaps, and shocking escapades that might just melt your brain. Welcome to Today in History for the 11th of April. We've assembled 20 jaw-dropping tales that promise to spice up your conversations and supercharge your trivia game. If you're hooked on bizarre turns, big breakthroughs, and unstoppable rebellions, smash that subscribe button now. Buckle in, we're hurtling across centuries of mind-boggling stories. Number 20, on the 11th of April, 491, Flavius Anastasius became Byzantine Emperor after Zeno's death, championing financial reforms. His frugal style halted rampant extravagance, cementing a stable treasury and outlasting whispers of palace intrigue. Number 19, on the 11th of April, 1079, Poland's King Bolesław II executed Bishop Stanislaus for alleged treason. Public horror erupted, forcing Bolesław into exile and shaping medieval Poland's uneasy dance between monarch and church. Number 18, on the 11th of April, 1512, during the War of the League of Cambrai, French forces seized a brutal victory at the Battle of Ravenna, but their triumphant general was fatally wounded. Number 17, on the 11th of April, 1689, William III and Mary II were crowned joint monarchs of England, Scotland, and Ireland, sealing the glorious revolution's success and limiting royal power through a constitutional framework. Number 16, on the 11th of April, 1713, the Treaty of Utrecht ended the War of the Spanish Succession, slicing up European territories. Britain scored Gibraltar and Minorca, while Austria gained Spanish possessions in Italy. Number 15. On the 11th of April, 1814, Napoleon Bonaparte abdicated and was exiled to Elba, stunning Europe. Though apparently finished, the wily emperor's ambitions reignited less than a year later in his dramatic 100 Days. Number 14. On the 11th of April, 1865, President Abraham Lincoln gave his final public address, urging lenient Reconstruction policies. Just 3 days later, an assassin's bullet tragically silenced his vision for healing a divided nation. Number 13. On April 11, 1876, the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks was officially chartered in the United States, offering camaraderie, charity, and comedic lodge rituals that remain surprisingly lively today. Number 12. On the 11th of April, 1909, Tel Aviv was founded on desolate dunes north of Jaffa, blossoming into Israel's vibrant metropolis, famed for Bauhaus architecture, bustling beaches, and non-stop nightlife scenes. Number 11. On April 11, 1945, U.S. troops liberated the Buchenwald concentration camp in Germany, unearthing Nazi atrocities. Their shocking discoveries spurred global resolve to confront war crimes and bring perpetrators to justice. Number 10. On the 11th of April, 1951, the Stone of Scone, used in Scottish coronations, was found on the altar of Arbroath Abbey, months after students liberated it from Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day, 1950. Number 9. On 11 April 1961, Adolf Eichmann's trial began in Jerusalem, revealing chilling details of the Holocaust's planning. The proceedings enthralled the world, confronting humanity with a relentless bureaucracy of evil. Number 8. On the 11th of April, 1963, Pope John XXIII issued Pacem in Terris, a papal encyclical championing world peace and universal human rights, urging Cold War superpowers to pursue dialogue over arms. Number 7. On April 11, 1965, a Palm Sunday tornado outbreak ripped through the U.S. Midwest, unleashing 47 twisters that ravaged towns and reshaped meteorology's drive to improve severe weather forecasting. Number 6. On April 11, 1968, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1968. banning housing discrimination. This sweeping legislation tackled a long-ignored front in America's battle for equality. Number 5. On April 11, 1970, Apollo 13 blasted off toward the moon. Days later, an oxygen tank explosion turned it into NASA's successful failure, inspiring the immortal line, "Houston, we've had a problem." Number 4. On April 11, 1976, Apple Computer was formed by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, launching a humble garage startup that would revolutionize personal computing and inspire countless future tech entrepreneurs. Number 3. On April 11, 1980, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission in the U.S. confirmed sexual harassment as discrimination, spotlighting workplace abuses and empowering victims to speak up in a shifting social climate. Number 2. On the 11th of April 2002, a coup briefly toppled Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez, triggered by mass protests and power struggles. He returned 47 hours later, fueling conspiracies about foreign meddling and deception. Number 1. On the 11th of April 2019, Julian Assange was arrested at the Ecuadorian embassy in London, ending 7 years of diplomatic refuge. The controversial WikiLeaks founder's dramatic exit ignited fresh debates on transparency. And that's the 11th of April, a kaleidoscope of exiled emperors, daring discoveries, and unstoppable civil rights momentum. If these stories made you question reality, hit subscribe for tomorrow's time warp extravaganza. Ready to keep unraveling hidden truths? Our next date's about to drop bigger bombshells, so stay tuned and keep exploring, because history's secrets aren't done blowing our minds yet.